Alright, welcome to part 2 of my breakdown of my instrumental version of The Show Must Go On by Queen. So we're going to pick up where we left off in the first video, and this one we're after the first main solo, and we're at the bridge section, and it sounds like this. All right, so that bridge, what I do is the first phrase sounds like this. All right, so I started, I'm here on the G string a lot, so I'm just sliding into down into the second fret there on the G string. Then 5, 2. Then slide 5 to 7. Then 5, 7, 5. So I have this. Then I'm going to slide 7 to 9. Pick it again. Half step bend. Release. Pick 7. Then again. And slide it down to 5. All right, from there we have this. All right, so we're that's 5 on the G string to 7 on the D, back to 5, slide down to 2. So we have this. And then 7, 5, 7, slide up to 9. And then I'm going to come over to the B string and do a quick half step bend from, you play 5 first, and you get a quick half step bend into at the 7th fret. Then play 5, 8, 5. Bend, whole step bend to the 8th fret, release. And now you're going to pull off the 5 and come over and do a pull off 7 to 5 on the G string. Actually, don't pick that 7 though. So just... All right, next phrase. All right, so that looks like you're sliding into the, really kind of picking up the vocal dynamics here, going into this last chorus. We're going to slide into the 14th fret on the D, 12 on the G, then a 14th fret bend, grab the 15th fret on the B string, then do the bend at the 14th fret again, then pick 14 normal, then a bend there at the 12th fret on the G. So it is. All right, now we make it to the final chorus section, and I bring the melody up an octave here just to give it just more energy and just kind of let the vocals, the part develop kind of like the vocals do. So this last chorus section sounds like this. All right, so we're going to start up here with the melody up here in the higher octave. All right, so that's going to be the basically the same thing you're doing here, just up an octave. So it's up to the 17th fret bend, release, down to the 14th fret, and then he adds this little, that's down here at the 14th fret, 14, down to 11, and then do a bend, and then end it with just like a quick slide up here to the D note on the G string there, so that's up to the 19th fret. All right, then we have continuation of the melody. So that's an octave from that. All right, up to 17th fret, down to 15, and then I still come back and hold this same note here. And now he has a really dramatic vocal line, so I take it up an octave here, and it looks like this. All right, so that's really cool. So we're gonna have a half step bend at the 14th fret on the high E string, and then play 14, 14, 14 to 15 twice. So we have this up to 17, then the bend there. Then do a bend there at the 17th fret again, another whole step bend. And then grab 18 to 19 twice. So like this. And then after you do 18 to 19 twice, you're going to do a whole step bend there at the 19th fret. And then a half step bend at the 21st fret. Then 19 to 18, whole step bend at 19, and just release. All right, now this is when Brian May's solo comes in, and it's kind of an overdub there. Well, you can't do both parts. I like to let that ring out, but you can jump back and go if you want to. That's just the bending at the 17th fret on the B string, then going over to the 17th fret on the high E string. And then he goes into the same lick that he started the first solo with, except you don't. He just starts on this. So he doesn't do the very beginning. So he doesn't do that 16 to 14 to 16 on the D. He just starts up here, the 16 on the G, into that 15 with a little trill, and then going all the way up. So he just does that part of it. Then he has these notes, which is the 14th fret on the high E, then 17, 15 on the B, then another whole step bend at the 17th fret on the high E string. Now here's where him having many more frets than I do comes in handy, because he does a bend from the 22nd fret, a whole step bend up to the E note. So I'm gonna have to do it from the 21st fret. So I'm bending a step and a half there, but if you have a 22nd fret on your guitar, just grab that and do a whole step bend, and then you come down to and just pick the 22nd fret, which I have to do a half step bend to it. So we have this, and then it's this, and it's just kind of the same thing as before. He's just messing around between the 19 and 21, and 17 and 19. And then we have this melody, back with the vocals. So that's a half step bend at the 14th fret, very end of the song. And you just kind of do the melody note instead of. So it's the melody we did earlier just here. Then 15, 14, 12. Then a couple of bends there at the 15th fret on the B string. And then I go down and pick up some of the vocal harmonies here. This is at the very end of the song. I'll play it out. It goes. So coming out of this. Slide down to 7 on the G, 6, into 9, 7, 6. And then we're going to do a whole step bend at the 19th fret on the high E string. And then once again do that, grab just with your pinky, the string, a fret higher. And then 2 whole step bend and releases from the 19th fret. Let it ring, release that bend, and then I just end it with a B power chord here off the 2nd fret of the A string. All right, so it's a fun one to play, and it's, you know, the Freddie Mercury is one of the greatest vocalists ever. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to emulate his vocal style, but it's a great challenge, and if you can do this, it's going to help you with your overall phrasing of your own guitar parts. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.